Hey there guys, Kate here, and today we're gonna be talking about a nowadays really expensive limited phase that people were once able to get for very cheap, and how this limited phase became so expensive. But before we can talk about all that, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Just hit like and subscribe, because why not? It's free and I would appreciate it. Alright, so now let's look at today's item we're gonna be talking about. And this would be none other than the Yumface. Now as you can see here, the Yumface is being resold for 1 Robux shy of a million Robux, and its recent average price is actually 961,000 Robux, and it has a quantity sold of not 1,769 but 2,000, and an original price of 7. Yes, that is like not edited, it really does have an original price of 7. So what, from 7 Robux to a million recent average price is a crazy way. But how did we get here? Well, let's look into the history of the Yumface. So the Yumface was released on the catalog by Roblox on April 23rd, 2010, and as seen by the earliest archive of it, which is April 26th, it was 7 Robux and was sold 2,000 times. But if we scroll down here to private resellers, they are only reselling it for 74 Robux. It does not have a good recent average price. Like, it's not being resold for very high. It's only being resold for, like, the lowest you could get it for is 74 Robux. So even if you missed out on it, you could have really gotten this for very cheap. And this is in 2010, so like a couple million people were on Roblox in 2010. And like, you could have realistically gotten this if you were just on the platform. But then we fast forward to April 27th, 2010, and people are still reselling it. The lowest you could buy it for is 77 Robux. Not high. Still doing very badly as a limited, due to some reasons, but the main one being that it had a lot of copies. That's the main part of it. It had a lot of copies. Like, take for example the Euro 180, which was also 7 Robux originally, but it only had a stock of 100. And alright, now with the Yumface, we fast forward to November 26, 2010. This is a big jump. But still, it's still not doing well. It's still only at a recent average price of 183 Robux. So yeah, I don't know, like, people here sold it for like 5 Robux, or I don't know. I don't know. Now we fast forward to July 20th, 2011. So this is another big jump. But as you can see here, now it only got 40 private resellers. Previously it has 61. But look at that, it now has a recent average price of 566. So that's a really big jump. And yeah, you know, you can see it starting to pick up with there being less resellers, you know, copies being deleted of it. Like, you know, 2000 is a lot, but copies of it will be deleted. And I will get back to how many copies this has in 2025 at the end of the video. So now we go to November 18th, 2011. This is another very big jump. But as you can see here right now, we have 35 private resellers. And if we scroll down, it has a recent average price of 1,551. As you can see here, in the last 180 days, it literally went up by 75%. So yeah, a giant jump. You can see this item starting to pick up. And now we fast forward to February 9th, 2012. As you can see here, now it only has 14 private resellers, and now it has a recent average price of 2,195 Robux, which is a whole lot more. As you can see here, in the last 180 days, it literally went up by 55%. In the last 90 days, it went up by 37%. So yeah, this item is really starting to pick up. And then we fast forward to June 9th, 2012. As you can see here, it still has 14 private resellers, and now it has a recent average price of 2,620 Robux. But you know, that's a little bit, like, you know, skewed by these things here, where it was literally sold for 0 Robux. If I'm seeing that correctly, it was literally sold more than once for 0 Robux. But yeah, it still did go up in recent average price, and it's doing a lot better now. So this is only 2 years later, so realistically, if you stayed on Roblox for 2 years, then this would be still a massive return on your investment. Now let's go to November 2nd, 2012. As you can see here, major changes. Now it has a recent average price of 3,557. As you can see here, it peaked at 7,000. So yeah, and now we fast forward to May 28, 2013, another big jump, and now the Yumface is back at 7,962 rep, and it's like going up. Like, it's really going up. And now we fast forward to February 8th, 2015. Big jump, literally almost a full 2-year jump. And in the last 2 years, the recent average price of the item has gone up to 35,000 Robux. A really big jump. So yeah, really big investment. 5 years, which is a long time to be on Roblox for. But, you know, if someone joined in 2020 and they still played in 2026, which is realistic, like 2020 is modern enough for people to be sticking around. And by 2015, Roblox had a lot of modern things, like things you would consider modern. So it's not unrealistic for someone who purchased this for 7 Robux to be still on Roblox. And now we go to June 25th, 2016, so a full 1-year jump, and in this last year it literally doubled in RAM. So yeah, it literally doubled in the recent average price. And now we fast forward to 2017, so a year, and the best price for it is 145,000 Robux, and the recent average price for it is 105,000 Robux. And if we go to the item today, as you can see here, it has a recent average price of 961,000. But yeah, and nowadays the Yumface only has 772 available copies, so 1300 copies of it were deleted. And yeah, that's about it for this video. This is how people got the Yumface for very cheap, and how they could have made a lot of Robux if they just held on to it for like a couple of years. But yeah, that was the video, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.